Princess or Xena and Fit Bliss or Xena Pappas here, doing a YouTube live stream again. The first one didn't go the way I wanted to go. One of my followers kept asking me to change my clothes, and then everybody just stopped talking to me, you know. So apparently they just stopped talking to me. Well, I'm doing a live stream the way I want to do it. And if I don't want to put on new wear, I won't put on new wear. So, where was I? Anyway, my comic books probably will not be here until the end of this day. So, you're not going to see it in a live stream. You're probably going to see it in an original YouTube movie. So, right now, nobody's in my live stream. And that's usually how it starts out. Probably made some of my followers angry at me. Oh, well, it's my live stream. And if I didn't want to have to put on new wear, it is what it is. And if they didn't like me moving around, putting on different wear, well, why do you get angry at me for? You know? They just stop talking to me or something. You know, it is what it is. You know? Oh, I get it. My live streams are boring. They're not really that entertaining. I mean, compared to other people's live streams, other men and women's live streams, really entertaining. I mean, look, Xena says, here's what we got from the Carnegie Here we got a Carnegie Library of McKeith's, the Carnegie Blind for the Blind and Physical Handicap. Here's some books we have here. I know it looks backwards, but that's because I'm facing it towards the camera for the lightness taker. Oh, wealthy men and women binds. You know, that's all we got today. The liberation of women. That's all we got. I know my live streams aren't really that entertaining, like Gleavement. You know, you never know what's going to make your followers, leave on you. So I had one follower come on and ask me why I don't put on new wear. So I'm going on doing this. And then when I start showing different wear and I say I'm going to go back to the way I used, and I'm taking all this time trying to change from put on one wear and another wear, they stop talking to me. Yeah, one follower. Now I got two of them back. All right. Now, why is it such a big deal about what wear I'm wearing? I have sundress different versions of myself. Warlord, Evil, European Roman, Warrior Princess. Yeah, and Gabrielle just has one, too, like herself, as that Amazon Princess and Empress one. That's it. And then you all stop talking to me. Yeah. The one user, the other follower goes, and the other one just stops talking. I told you it's going to take a long time for me to go between putting on different wear. If you didn't want to see that sort of thing, well, I'm sad for that. So, as I mentioned, my comic books won't be here until the end of the day. So, that unboxing movie that I oathed everybody on YouTube will probably happen, but it's going to probably happen in a normal YouTube movie. Well, right now I got free followers, on right now. And nobody better not ask me to start going between putting on different wear. It's time consuming because I had to go in one of the chests and one of the bends and pull myself out, And this is the one I wear more than all the other ones. It is what it is. So let's see what do I got here. Oh shit! I got books. Gabrielle got me books on New Zealand and Australia. I like Australia and New Zealand. Oh! Oh, keep these coming. Oh, I think I died and gone to heaven. I like these books. Yeah. My daughter Gabrielle got me books on Australia and New Zealand, since I like Australia and New Zealand. And I go to Australia and New Zealand a lot. Yeah, but I know that wasn't entertaining. I know that wasn't Gleesman enough for any followers here. In case one of my followers asked me in one of the live streams how my pregnancy's doing good. I'll give birth in September. And no, none of those, Now I know some men and women probably going to ask, well, Xena, how are you able to keep all these things from falling off? Well, I had a crazy glue one thing in the back, crazy glue one thing on the side, elbow pad back on, arm pad back on by Gorilla Glue. It's a boy. Devin. Plus, I also still have a lot of sex when I'm pregnant, too. Plus, every time, it goes like... And I just want to ask you, where did you go? I mean, I was going through my different ones that I am, my different form, different ways of myself. And then you all stopped talking. You stopped speaking. And I had to start over again since I thought that I did something wrong. No, with my husband Gabe. I've been unwedlocked to Huston for some time. And I've been unwedlocked to Barias for some time too. If you want to know all my sons and daughters, well, Ernest, Joxer, Amaris, Gabrielle and Hope and Solon were all between me and Barias, where Eve and Sarah and Xenos and Osmond, they were all from me and Huston. Akimi was adopted. And Skylar, well, he was a xenophobe. Who I gave birth to stillborn. And I don't know how it happened, but I got pregnant with a xenophobe. It actually did happen. And Dylan is with me and Gabe. Am I not gleeing enough? Do I not do things that make men and women want to watch my YouTube live streams? Maybe that's a dumb question. That is a really dumb question to ask, I know. It's like I keep having the same, I don't know. Well, at least one man or woman's watching. Maybe 3 of them are watching, but it's a YouTube mistake that makes you think that no one's watching. Yeah, I know. This is a live stream I oath to everyone I was going to do tomorrow. As I told you, my comic books won't be here until the end of the day, so you're not going to see an unboxing stream on YouTube. You're going to most likely see it on YouTube in one of the other movies. So it is what it is. I know what you're thinking, Oh, well, Xena, your YouTube live stream is boring. And why am I watching it for? You don't do anything that anyone likes. And it's probably true. My live streams are not as entertaining as some other YouTube live streams or Google Hangouts are. You know, if you only get like one woman or man to stay and they only talk to you 2 times and they don't say anything else, I guess it is what it is. Why do I even bother doing it? Why do I even do it? I don't know. And this is what happened the last time. No one talking, no one speaking. It's like I think they got angry with me. Yeah, I guess I'm not entertaining. Yeah, I'm not a Glee's woman. I know. Yeah, I know. I'm boring, and I'm not that, and my movies are not that good. I know. That's the reason. That's the point. I don't have a lot of views, and that's why no one likes the shit I do. And you're gonna probably leave too. Probably made you angry for some reason. Who knows? You never know anyone on YouTube. So Gabrielle, what's going on? I don't know, Mother. I don't really know. All I know is your hair's a mess, Gabrielle. I can't do anything about it. Maybe you're sad that you don't got the comic books to do an unboxing. Well, I'm sad about that. Xena said we're going to have to wait till the end of the day for that. Well, you know, Gabrielle, none of my followers are saying anything. I get 2 followers, but they're not saying nothing anymore. Did I do something to make them angry, Matt or Raph? Who knows? I don't know, Gabrielle said what you did. You didn't do anything wrong, Mum. If they don't like what you're doing, then they can just go somewhere else. You know, if they're expecting, I don't know what they're actually expecting when they see a live stream. I don't know. Yeah, I know. If I was one of those known partners, they'd be all over this shit. But since I'm not, they're not gonna say nothing. And just sit there and watch everything I do, and then make them think and then make me think they are angry, like you did something wrong. Well, you didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, what's the point to me even doing this for? If I'm just going to get the silent treatment and no one's going to say nothing. I know they hate my movies. I know they hate me. You know? Oh, hold on, Gabrielle says, hold on. Hold on, I gotta turn myself around. Well, at least I know one follower who's on. You wrote down, I did seek a Xena Warrior Princess doll at Goodwill charity shop, but did not buy it since I was job hunting. That's very interesting that you found something like that. It was probably in the bin, you know, and probably all the stuff was like ripped off of it probably, and the sword and chakram were probably gone. I'm guessing. I don't really know. But that was at least it was good you saw it there. You know. Well, thank you for being on my live stream and at least letting me know I didn't, make all my followers angry. See, my mother, Xena, has this win that, her followers got angry at her, and that's why they're not saying nothing. She made a live stream before, and then she started putting on different wear, and then they got and they stopped talking to her. So she thinks she did something wrong. Sad, but I was busy most of the time when I wasn't talking. The box was not opened. So which one was it? Well, that's understandable. I'm talking about the other user who was on before you. So a point, yeah. So this is how it was, Xena says. So I make a live stream before, and then two of my followers asked me, why don't you put on some different clothes or wear? So I'm doing this. I'm going between my Warlord form from Hercules Legendary Journeys and my Warlord form and, the evil form. And it was like, they just stopped saying stuff. So I said, why am I wasting time changing up why am I undoing my doll form? If that's the style I want to be in, why I got to change it up? But trust me, I do have other forms of myself. There is the Warlord, there is the evil, there is the European Roman one, and there is the Warrior Princess one from Hercules Journey. So trust me. Yeah, and I got the Warlord, I got the Amazon Prince, Amazon Queen one, and Empress one of myself, and that's just and there's small versions of ourselves too. So which version of it? Was it her like this? Yeah, Gabrielle probably was. Me, based it off sin from the past, And probably all the stuff, how, you want to know how she keeps all that on here? She had a crazy glue the thing on the back, crazy glue the arm pad right here. She had to, crazy glue another arm thing on the side, and had a Gorilla Glue that back on. So, no, this was the one from Amazon. You should have seen the one that came from Games Again. It's all ripped up and everything, and that's some... speaking of that, anytime we see Xena lookalikes, that's the way it is. Well, Gabrielle, yesterday, my goddaughter Jordan's making a movie talking about how, ring flyers don't come back they fall down as soon as you throw them. And they claim to do that. And I got better tape too this time. Not that cheap tape. It's Scott's tape holding my fighting staff together. How did you get that fighting staff back anyway, Gabrielle? That's all I want to know. Oh, the tape came loose. And this was Scott's tape. Hold on. Oh. Come on, fit in my hand. Bloody Toy Biz can't even get... First, he can't get to stay in my foot, and I can't get in my hand. Oh! And this is Scott's tape. This isn't... And this is Scott's tape. But apparently, it can't even work now. I assure you, it's Scott's tape I'm using. Not the cheap tape I got before. But of course, it's acting up too. And there goes the fart talker. Come on. Stay on. Tell him I'm not home. No, if I use Gorilla Glue, I'll never be able to remove it from my foot anymore. And I want to be able to remove it. We do got Gorilla Glue. As I was telling you, if I do that, I won't be able to remove from my foot anymore. It'll be permanently stuck to my foot. You know. And I like to be able to remove it when I can. You know. My mother crazy glue back here, crazy glue here, crazy glue there, and Gorilla Glue there. Keep all that shit on. Because you all know how those things like to rip off, and eventually the Toy Biz glue they used, I would guess going back to 1998 AD when these were being made, finally wears off. And if I use Gorilla Glue, if I Gorilla Glue it, then I won't be able to move it anymore. And I like to be able to remove it. So that's why I tape it. Because you see, if I'm in my Amazon Princess one, then the staff will actually stay on my foot. This staff will not. I'm not making it up. And you probably wonder why is my staff taped up for? Because one time I tried to bend it, make it straight, and it broke. And Crazy Glue couldn't keep it together. So I had to tape it up. Mother, did you see the books I got you on Australia and New Zealand? Yeah, you did, Gabrielle. Thank you for getting me those books on Australia and New Zealand. It's not an Amazon package at all. It's actually from Walmart, and it's going to come this evening. Sometime later on this day. The two Xena Warrior Princess comic books from 2017 from Dynamite Comic. Since we all know Xena says Barnes & Noble wouldn't carry them. We know Barnes & Noble wouldn't have them. We know that Walmart and Kmart and Target wouldn't have them. And we all know unless he went to a Mobile Mall or some comic book store, they probably would have them. That's as far as it would go. Yeah, I've been to Australia and New Zealand many times. I love Australia and New Zealand. You want to go now? No, Mom, I want to stay with you. Gabrielle, get the Gorilla Glue. Why? So he can show me got Gorilla Glue. All right. But maybe I can do a little more better here than I'm doing so. I know what to do. Hold on. There. And nobody said take them up on the contest. Put my hand up like that, the staff up on my foot like this, and it doesn't stay. So what I gotta do is do this. And this is where you find out that, alright, that should do it. Now get the Gorilla Glue so we can show them we actually have it. Yeah, look, Xena says, look, see? Gorilla Glue right here. If Gabrielle put it on here and hooked it in, we won't be able to move it anymore. Plus, Gorilla Glue does have its limits, too. You know? Where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah. But then again, when one goes to another type of learning house, it's usually one's pick. Well, look at me. I never went to anything beyond my normal learning anyway. You know. And we all know college is a European Italic Latin borrowed word, meaning learning and living together. Well, yeah, I never did that. The only type of learning I went to was my normal learning, the normal learning house learning. But you go. So you mean it isn't a pick that your mother said, well, you're going to go to higher learning or higher learning house. It's not a pick. And don't worry about how much tuition. Well, don't worry about the cost. I'll afford it. Yeah, well, it sounds like that's pretty much what my son Zenos and Osmond are going through. But he's 16 and Zenos is 17 and Osmond is 16, so not doing that yet. No, that's not right. If one wants to go, one should be able to pick if one wants to go to another learning house after one is done with the normal learning house. I get it. I get it when you're younger and you have to go to learning, you either have home learning or public learning or private learning. Not much of a pick, but at least you have that. But when it comes to college or university, borrowed words again, that should be a pick, you know. But good luck, you know. Hopefully you like it, you know. Hopefully you find something good. And here, a little word of advice here, Xena says. Actually, if one wants to choose to do that sort of thing, do it for the right points. If you want to learn something, then by all means do it. But remember, there is no law that tells someone they have to go to college or university. Yeah, there are laws that tell you have to go to a normal learning house, but no laws that tell you what to learn afterwards. You're working on the foreseer knowing ship, and it's fun. What does that actually imply? And since you're going to be learning foreseer knowing ship, I bet you know the Google Chrome based computers or Google Chrome OS are immune to viruses and worms and add malware. And I bet you know that no hacker has figured out how to mess it up yet. And by the way, Gabrielle says, I didn't really go to any higher learning after that. Why do they call it higher learning anyway? I don't know. But my mother, Xena, sometimes teaches classes at the University of California sometimes. They call her, well, they don't call her anything. They just call her Miss Kuska. She didn't get no doctorate, European Italic French borrowed word. So when she comes in, she mostly teaches them about, about how changing environments, when you change a living being's living stead, they're going to go somewhere else. The impacts the change, the undo that men and women do to things around them. So she does it every once in a while. And it's actually true. It's not made up. Here's what they do when they go in class. They go, "Excuse me, Miss Pappas, I forgot my homework. Do I gotta take that test again? My foot's asleep." Oh, Gabrielle, real nice. Ha ha ha. So when did you become a Glees woman? Yeah, when did you become a Glees woman? Yeah, when did you become a Glees woman? Today? Well, don't quit your day job, Gabrielle. And don't you got to go to work at YouTube now? Yeah, I got to work at YouTube now. Over, onlooking, community guidelines. Then go do that, Gabrielle. I love you, Mom. I love you too. What are you going to do that fart for? Something to remind me by, Gabrielle. Something to remind me by. Yeah, my daughter Gabrielle worked for YouTube for about a couple of years. She's an onlooker who onlooks for community guidelines, on YouTube community guidelines. She has nothing to do with copyright, nothing to do with terms of service. She has nothing to do with programming, designing, and maintaining. So it is what it is. A lot of men and women will think since she works for YouTube, they'll think she knows every single thing about all the parts of the website. So chances are she worked from now to 5. So it would be her if anybody was getting the stuff moderated. And you're probably asking yourself, why don't I? Yeah. Okay, goodbye. Have fun. Well, looks like that's it. I got 2 followers on. One's going to another learning house. And have a 4-seer knowing ship. And that's it. So if anyone else on, let me go see. I don't know. I know I got 2 users on, I know that. The other user has to leave and go to another learning house since their mother told them that they had to do it. Yes. So what else are we going to do, Zena says. How else can I make my, how can I improve it? Another funny thing about YouTube live stream is that men and women who normally won't come on your channel to watch your movies, but they'll come on to watch your live stream. So, it is what it is at that point. Anybody else want anything to say? Well, while I'm doing that, I better go on my Twitter. I probably send more tweets out than anyone else on Twitter. So that's done. And apparently, gotta make a likeness of myself. Look like her, Zena says. And then once I do, I have likeness, and I'm gonna probably get. What am I doing now? What am I doing? Xena says. Yeah, probably helping out with the. Probably helping out at the. Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing right now. My hand's shaking. I know what I'm doing, Xena says. Helping out the Friends of Earth. And the Friends of Earth, hopefully they don't have radicals in them like Greenpeace does. Or maybe that's all these, or maybe that's all it is. Maybe, oh, I forgot to put my likeness down. Oh, forgot to put my likeness down when I did my tweet. Now it's going to come back with, forgot to put the likeness on, I had to delete it and run it in again. Real nice. And just paste and copy. Delete that tweet. And then retweet it again. Only put the likeness down. One day somebody's going to say, oh, well, Xena, you do this to unlook. You're doing this, Xena, to unlook. Yeah. We all know how everything I do, how one day somebody's going to finally say, well, you're unlooking. And I got I got another user on. I don't know if it's the same user from before. No, probably not. Since he or she's probably going to see a learning house, so it's not them. And CK Smith 08 saw Xena Pappas, Xena Warrior Princess, the doll at Goodwill charity shop. That he was looking for a job there or something, I guess. So he said it was still in the box. Well, that's good for him. I mean, we did see Calistro once there, but she was all ripped up and everything falling off there and had my sword. What really I need to, what I would need to stumble upon is Alois and, and Samoius. That would be good to stumble upon them. Gotta make my live streams worth it, Xena says. Now I got 4 users on there. And when I talk, and someone probably say I do a unlook. But one of these days, Xena, someone's going to find out how you... Oh, I got a rock. No, I don't. Oh, where is he? It's like when I want him, I can't find him. Well, it's not in this bag. And it's not in that bag. Maybe it's this bag. And he was just... Oh, where'd he go? Oh... I cannot find the Wind Titan. Where did you go? No, that's not it. Where did I put him? Oh, I lost him. Somehow I lost that Disney Hercules Wind Titan figure. I don't know. He was with Jordan in her movie live stream yesterday. Now he's gone. He's gone. I can't find him. Yeah, well, I can't find that figure. It's gone. Fuck. Oh. Well, I can't find the one thing I'm looking for. I can't find the Disney's Hercules Wind Titan figure. It's nowhere. It's not in any of the bags. And it was in one of Jordan's live streams yesterday. Now it's gone. No longer be. I'd think I'd remember if I threw it away. No, it's not in the big bag. Not in this bag. On that one. Not in that bag. It's gone. Well, I can't find them. And I thought it'd be nice to have him on there with me. But no, Xena said. He's gone. Can't find him. How did someone steal it? No one was in my room. Lucifer made it be gone. Yeah, some payback for me putting him in hell and Mephistopheles instead. It was in Jordan's movie yesterday, and that's the last time I saw it. Now it's gone. No one came in the room and stole it. Well, it's gone. No, they didn't. It's gone. Lucifer made it be gone. How do you freaking misplace something like that? Don't ask me. Well, it's gone. Can't find him. He's gone. Just lost it. It's gone. I just have to accept it's gone. That no longer be. That Lucifer just made it be gone. And how does something show up? Did you have it yesterday and now it's gone? Well, I don't even know how to spell that name. I don't even know how to say it. Those are all the Jesus statues. That's what those are. Well, it's gone. And I can't find it. I think I remember if I put in one of the chests and one of the bins. Well, it's gone. It's not in the big bag either. And I checked. It ain't in the big bag either. It's not in the small bags either. Or I can't find him. Who you can't find? Disney's Hercules the Wind Titan figure was in Jordan's live stream yesterday. Now he's gone. No longer be anymore. It's like I never had it. Yeah, that's messed up. You checked all the bags. I looked in all the bags. I hate when people ask you that. I hate when men and women ask you that. I looked in all the bags. You checked the bins? I wouldn't put it in a bin. I think I remember if I put it in a bin. Well, I'm just trying to help. Well, your helping ain't good. Well, I don't know how to say the name. Look, I'm sad that happened, Awarus says. Sometimes, Xena says, things go gone, and you can't find them. No matter how hard you look, you just will never find them. You know, it doesn't matter. Wonder Woman lost her elbow pad. That didn't show up. That's gone. And now that thing's gone. Yeah. You think you throw... I remember if I threw it out, and I didn't throw it out in the trash can. And I don't remember putting it back in any of the bags. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. And that's sad because this room isn't that big enough for something to be gone in. But it is. And someone thinks someone stole it. Well, nobody came in this room and stole it. Yeah, Xena, that's messed up. It is. Say, you don't think things can disappear? You don't think things will be gone? Well, they can. Maybe I'll help look for it. You won't find it, Awarus. If I can't seek it, you can't seek it. I'm gonna look around real quick, but it's gone. Well, Xena, there was another bag that was underneath the blankets. And I guess you didn't look there. Because I found them. Well, there was another bag underneath the blankets. You didn't look there. How was I supposed to know there was another bag underneath the blankets? Now you're gonna say that now you're gonna say I have bad sight or something? You know I have to wear reading glasses when I read, but come on. I don't even know what that name is. The name you said that I should name my son, but actually no, it's Dylan, that's his name. Or Romus Blonde. I don't know. And then you wrote down, we shall meet again, man, in your cave. So what do you want to see me for? Because I thought you would be in here to make my live stream good. But of course, no. Had a rigmarole trying to find you. There was one of those bags, and it fell underneath the blanket, cover it up, and you didn't bother to look underneath it. And ARRARAS had to go and find it. So maybe you should say thank you to him. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, see, this is I'm the Wind Titan from Disney's Hercules. I wish we had more of these things, but we don't. I wish I had the whole set, but I don't. And where is my unicorn friend at? I don't know how to say that name. I don't. It's Dylan. It's Dylan. That's my son's name. I don't know how to say that name. ARRARAS, I just want to say I'm sad for the way I acted, the way I mean. And thank you for finding that. No bind, Xena, no bind. Yeah, Xena, but apparently you didn't look hard enough to try to find me. You know what? Get the bloody hell off my live stream then, if that's the way you're gonna be. Xena! Ow! I know you're also probably wondering, oh, Xena, why isn't Hercules or Autolycus or Ares or Calistro in your live streams? Well, speaking of that, probably am gonna. They weren't some of them. Well, how do you even say that name? Because I don't know how to say it. I hope my goddaughter Jordan isn't doing anything with Huston. But I can't stop her. She's a grown woman. So I can't stop her even if she was doing it. And the only one who actually would have stole the Wind Titan if they wanted to steal the Wind Titan, but Well, what do you want, Autolycus? Well, I want to tell you, Xena, it wasn't me that stole the Wind Titan. Okay? I steal a lot of things, but I didn't steal that. The only thing I never stole was the TWF Hardcore Championship. So, what are you doing? I'm doing a YouTube live stream, Autolycus. Don't you know that? Yeah, you are. You know, there's someone else you need to have on your, So, did you find him? Yeah, I found him. Well, that's good. So, there's this one man that keeps this one user, this one follower who keeps on telling you, oh, you should name your son Roman or Romus or something like that. I tell you, Autolycus, his name is Dylan. I don't even know how to say that name that one follower keeps on booking. And I hope my goddaughter Jordan isn't doing anything with Huston, but I can't do anything about it. She's a grown woman, as I mentioned. And apparently that's it. Nobody's saying anything anymore. I only got like 3 followers. And they all must have figured, oh, this YouTube live stream isn't anything good to watch. Xena getting angry, mad, and wrapped. She can't find the Wind Titan from Disney's Hercules. Well, remember, Xena, there's somebody else you need to have in your movie. Oh, who else I need to have in my movie besides you? Well, Hercules, Callisto, Ares, I'm guessing, Centaur. Is somebody... Okay. Wait. I'm going to get somebody that you're not going to think would be in my live stream with me, but they are. Oh, nobody else is saying anything. Hi, Angel. How you doing, Xena? I'm doing fine. I wasn't surprised to see you on one of my live streams. Why is that? I don't know. It would just been weird to see you on my live streams. Well, who'd you have so far? Gabrielle, ARRARAS, the Wind Titan, Autolycus. Yeah, well, me and hold on. Yeah, well, me and Xena have a this. Did that thing come off my elbow again? That thing likes to fall down my elbow the whole time. Well, me and Xena have a lot in common. We're friends, obvious. You could tell. Angel, why is nobody else saying anything? I don't know why nobody else is saying anything. No one asked me. Why no one wants to say anything to the warrior princess and the vampire with a soul, I don't really know why. Now they got nothing to say anymore. That's exactly what happens here. You do one thing, and then something you say or do, they get angry, mad, or wrath about, and they say, that's it, I'm not talking anymore. I'm not going to say anything. Well, it is what it is. It's horseshit. I know I'm not entertaining, Angel. That's why. I know I'm not Glee's. I'm not some Glee's woman. I just ran them all off. That's what I did. They're not going to say anything. I know they're angry, mad, and wrath at me. They're like, oh, Xena, her movies aren't that good. I'm angry she had to run around try to find the Wind Titan. I'm mad. I'm mad that she had to. I'm mad that she doesn't know how to say that one name, or she's not going to name her son that, or whatever the case is. So why is nobody saying anything? You all bloody angry at me? You mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Well, then why is it that it says I got 5 users, 3 users, 4 followers, and there's only 1 person actually watching? I don't know, Angel said. I have no idea. I have no idea. So, Angel, here's the thing everybody wants to know, Xena says. Easy Paste. I didn't name my son off at Easy Paste. My son's name is Dylan. That's the one I'm pregnant with. Where are you getting easy? Where are you getting that from? But it is what it is, Xena. I mean, my show got ended after 5 seasons. Yours got ended after 6 seasons. I mean, after Sandria's comic books and dolls and... Yeah, well, mine are coming today. Yeah, well, that's good to know. Yes, it is good to know. Are you even commanding? Are you cunning the figure? Holding the figure, I don't know. Holding the doll, I'm not sure what I'm doing. But the point is, but anyway, thanks for being around, Angel. We have a lot in common. I mean, granted, I did evil and I atoned for it. And the Fiend did a lot, and the Fiend did a lot of evil, but I atoned for it. I mean, we both do the same thing, right? Right? Yep. Well, I don't know what to say, Xena says. I guess I got nothing else to say, and it is what it is. You know? No, I'm not a virgin, Xena says. I've had sex for years. I lost my virginity when I was what? I would say 16. I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old. You know, so I'm not a virgin. And what's this? Wow. You know what? Xena says, too bad. So I lost my virginity, and if that makes me a slut, oh well. You know? I ain't no stuck up bitch. I tell you that right now. I ain't stuck up at all. I don't know where you're getting that from, but I'm not. Here to tell you right now, Angel said, Xena ain't no stuck up bitch, okay? She's a good woman, just like me. I'm a good man. Angel, you don't have to come on and defend me. Yeah, I do. You know what? Xena's not flawless. She's made a lot of bad picks during her life. Yeah, she was a warlord, but now she fights for good. And I'm not saying I'm flawless either. I used to, when I was a man, I did a lot of evil, a lot of bad things too. And the fiend that slayed me took my body over my memory personality. The fiend that slayed me took over my body, got my memory, talent, personality traits, did a lot of evil too. But I made up for what I've done as a vampire with a soul. So it is what it is. Well, Xena, maybe you should have someone on-looked at. Are you kidding me, Angel? I can't have an onlooker on-look it. They don't know what to unlook. They don't like the show. You know what, Xena says? I can, block you. I can also ban you. Is that what you want? So don't think I won't do it, since I will. See, I don't need to have any onlooker do it for me. I'll do it myself. And don't think I'll lose any sleep over blocking and banning some troll or some man or woman who has nothing good to do except come on YouTube and try to make me feel bad. Oh, what? I block and ban people on YouTube that say mean things about me and do mean things on my movies. So it is what it is. Plus, you started coming on saying I was slut, I'm evil, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, I did a lot of wrongs when I was a warlord. I'm not flawless. Neither are you. I'm not a slut. I'm wedlocked. I had sex when I was wedlocked to Barias. I had sex when I was wedlocked to Huston, and I had sex when I'm wedlocked to Gabe. So I'm not a slut. I'm not a warlord anymore. Okay, I gave all that up. After I had my fight with Hercules, and Hercules told me that proving to being a good warsman is by doing good. Or good warswoman in that case. So I gave it up. Hercules showed me another way, just like Buffy showed Angel another way. Well, first off, I like to think that it's okay if there are men and women out there who have a different sexual orientation or sexual preference or pick. It doesn't matter, homosexuality, bisexuality, heterosexuality. I think it's all picks. I think we all choose who we're attracted to. There's different spectrums of it. So I'm okay with it. I don't know. I really don't answer those. Really don't answer those questions. I don't really can't answer. I don't know the answer, but I think they're okay. You know, okay. Did I? You know. Is Xena a trans female? Are you saying trans female like I changed my gender, my sex? No, I've been a woman my whole life. I never did change my sex. You know, some men and women do that. No, I never did any type of ill outlawed drugs. The only drugs I took that were in law was nicotine. Yeah, I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore, but I used to smoke. That's the only drug I ever took. No, I don't have any proof of whatever it is. So no. And you say you want to see Angel back again. Well, who do you think back in the day? Who do you think was more evil? Xena, destroy your nations, or Angelus? Well, Xena, to tell you the truth, I think we both were equally bad. You made the pick to be evil and bad, where the fiend slayed me, got my memories, intelligence, and personality traits, but it wasn't me anymore. But I think the fiend Angelus and you, as a destroyer nations, would have actually gotten along. You both like doing evil things, so I think you're both equally been evil. No, Xena says we can't do that. I'm wedlocked to Gabe. Plus, we all know what happens if Angel finds what we call flawless happiness. Then Lim's soul will go away, and then Angelus will come back. And we don't want that. The only two times Angelus ever came back was in 1998 AD, and then also in 2003 AD. No, Gabriel Kuska, my husband. Gabe Kuska. Now I'm also going to bring in somebody else. I'm going to bring somebody else who used... Now I gotta go get somebody else and have them in there now. Yeah, well, me and Gabrielle normally met Jesus when we were in India. And Jesus originally casted out a fiend that took over my daughter Gabrielle. And we eventually met him again when he was walking through the wilderness, and Lucifer was trying to get him get him from stopping him from his goal. We also saw Jesus again when we were over in Jerusalem, Israel, when he was eventually put on trial by first King Herod and Governor Pilate, and then crucified. And then we saw him when he came back to life on Sunday, Easter Sunday, and opened the gates to heaven. Since God loved all of us so much, He gave us all eternal life. God gave us forever life. Everybody be saved, the believers and non-believers alike. You know. Maybe that's true. But for some reason on my show, they had to call him Eli instead of calling him Jesus, but it is what it is. You're not going to be in a lot of trouble, are you, Hercules says. So, Xena, how is everything? Everything's going good, Hercules. Yeah, well, everything is. How has everything been, friend? Everything's been doing good, Xena. You know. And the fact that you're now a 2-time TWF heavyweight champion, Hercules, how does that make you feel? Make me feel good. Did you hear about Hulk Hogan? He's back in WWE now? Yeah, I think so. That's a good thing to know. First off, me and Xena, we've been friends for a long time. You know, I was the one that convinced Xena that she should do good. You know, proving that you're a good warsman or a good warswoman is doing good for others. So I was the one that helped her on her way. Yes, Hercules, and I always want to thank you for giving me that chance to do good. Well, Xena, you're welcome. We used to be an item, okay? But we didn't want to kid ourselves, Xena says. We didn't want to kid ourselves about being an item, you know? So that's why we left it as that. But that doesn't mean, yeah, I mean, we're still friends and all, yeah. But we didn't want to kid ourselves about our relationship, if it was going to work out or not work out. So we went our own ways after that. And some of the things that you're saying on the live stream, I don't know why you're saying them for. You really should do something about that. Okay, Hercules, I'll see what I can do. Hercules isn't bullying me. He's my friend. He's been my friend for some time. You know, I have a lot of friends, okay? You know, so it is what it is. But I also worked with other members in online so good as well, like Conan the Barbarian and Matthias the Scorpion King. Those two I also wronged it, you know. And now I had to make right for that. And also worked with Red Sonja. Well, worked also with Max Agora, Duncan MacLeod the Highlander, Beowulf. You know. And I haven't really worked with the Beastmaster, but really I should. And I've had my runs in with Godzilla, of course. You know, I was the one that originally made Godzilla be evil when he joined my my army back in the day. He isn't doing any of that stuff, and you know that. You know, the only three members in our alliance that could ever beat me in a fight was Conan the Barbarian, Matthias the Scorpion King, and Hercules. That was it. And I like to think that Godzilla is now also my friend too. After I had to show him the way that I acted back then was not the way to live. And there's not really too many of them left, you know, from the old days besides, you know, that. Yes, I do know Jesus. And I do know God. My daughter Gabrielle became a Christian long before I became one. And my other daughter Eve, who is Livia, who eventually went for being Livia champion of Rome, became Eve messenger of Jesus. So I didn't tell you, but I met them. Oh, I don't know if that will work or not. You know. Plus, so I've been to heaven more than once. I actually died more than once. Once when I was trying to save some men and women, I got a log ran in the back of my head, and I had to get ready to get Ambrosia to get me back. Another time, we both got crucified, and we went to heaven, and we became archangels. And then I had to go down. We had to go down and save Gabrielle from hell. And Callisto was a fiend, so I had to give up my angelhood to help Callisto. And so God brought Callisto to heaven and forgave her. And then God had to bring me and Gabrielle back. And then Jesus brought me and Gabrielle back to life. Well, Michael the Archangel also played his role as well. And I was also, when God gave me the power to kill other gods, I also, I killed a lot of the Olympian gods. The Norse gods, they kind of stayed out of my way. But sadly, it is what it is. I also killed the Furies, Mephistopheles, who was tormenting my mother who died and put her in hell. Had to get her out. And I had to get Lucifer to take over from Mephistopheles. And trust me, God and Michael, when we were working together on that one. You know. No, he's not. Jesus is a son of God. But there's always going to... So everyone asks me exactly about... Oh, man. You wrote something like, "Oh, Xena, you were a bitch when I went to the Rumble." Well, which Royal Rumble are you referring to? Are you referring to the Royal Rumble or the Greatest Royal Rumble? Ah, great. Now we're getting men and women now that say all kinds of things. Yeah. And also, I also had to go to the Northlands again, or that's what they call it, Norway and Denmark and Sweden, Switzerland and Germany and Austria and Iceland and Netherlands and Luxembourg. Had to help Thor take out Loki, since I got the power to kill gods back. And then we were in Egypt, and apparently, even though Sephi had Osiris killed, I had to kill Sephi. And we had to tell Isis, well, it looks like your husband Osiris is dead, but I killed his slayer. You know. And here's also another thing that, do you really want to? I don't think I don't think it would work. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Plus Gabrielle would be really sad. Gabrielle would be really sad that she didn't get to see Jesus again too. Hi, Zena. Hi, Jesus. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. You remember, Jesus? How's everything doing? Good. But where's Gabrielle at? She has to work at YouTube. And it's sad that you're not going to it's sad that she's not here right now. Remember we first met when we were in India and some fiend took over Gabrielle and you cast it out? Yeah. And the other time we were in India and Inhotep and you had to become Kali to kill him. Yeah. Or how about that other time when we were in the wilderness together and Lucifer was seeking to try to get me to go away from my goal, and I didn't. And I was there with you, Jesus, at the final supper too, remember? When you went through those trials of King Herod and Governor Pilate and you were crucified? Yeah, you and Gabrielle were there. And how we were all there when you raised from the dead on Easter Sunday and went to heaven. So you and God made it open the gates for everyone to go to heaven. Everybody was saved, believers and non-believers alike. Violence is something that no man and woman should ever do. And no, we would never fight. You see, Gabrielle asked me that one time too. The cycle of hatred has to be ended through love. So no, we can't fight. And Jesus is one of my friends, so why would I be fighting him? Only on my show they had to call him Eli instead of calling him Jesus. I don't know why. Well, it is what it is at that point. There's two other members now Alliance that good I'll never get a chance to work with. That being Laura Croft and Indiana Jones. I'm not a warlord anymore. I'm not a warlord or a pirate or a dictator or a tyrant or a terrorist. I'm not any of that anymore. I don't do that anymore. I gave it all up. And I'm still trying to make up for every evil thing I ever did. Well, I am the way of the warrior. And sadly, that's what I gotta do. I gotta kick Esau. And even though in my next life I'm going to be reincarnated to be a saint, but I had to embrace being the way of the warrior in this life. The way of love, and that's more of Gabrielle style, but I can't do it since I'm a wars woman. And a wars woman, you have to fight. Yeah, I'm a Christian Catholic. But then my other sons and daughters are either Christian Protestants, Christian Baptists, Christian Lutherans, Christian Episcopalians, Christian Episcopalians, Christian, it is what it is, No. I believe that everyone is good, regardless of their belief. There are Christians, there are Jews, there are Muslims, there are Hindus, there are Buddhists, there are biofaiths, And there are men and women who do good, but then there are always going to be those that Lucifer tells them to do evil, and they go through it, unfortunately. So no, I would not. So no, I'm not going to say anything bad. Even though Xena said I did do a lot of wrong in my time, and there were a lot of men and women I had to beat that were damaged goods. Like, for example, I had to defeat other ones. Not proud of it. Vlad Dracula or Vlad Tepes was put in power by me. I had to take him out. I also had to go and defeat Osama bin Laden and Gabrielle's Geiler, whatever. I also had to, do a lot of things. I had to take Mentian out as well. Yeah, I know. I was the one responsible in 2011 AD for slaying Osama bin Laden. I was also responsible for killing Mauler Galwer, who was a dictator and tyrant of Libya. No way I can stop those things. I couldn't stop Lucifer getting those evil men into doing that. It was like when I was on the Titanic, all I could do is get everybody into those 14 lifeboats and try my best. But I couldn't save everybody. Just like I couldn't be able to stop those attacks from happening. Yes. And sadly, I had to do it. They put hits on me, I had to put hits on them, I had to clean up my mess. I had to help the Central Intelligence Agency in doing that. Not every single event, but I was in a lot of them, though. I mean, I did have to defeat Ivan the Terrible to help, Peter the Great be in power. I also helped Duke of Winchester beat Napoleon Bonaparte at Waterloo Benjamin, and I also helped George Washington free the United States from England. Plus, I also did my part in getting President Mohammed Murdoch to resign as a president of Egypt. And I was was the one that helped overthrow King Otto Wisplich of Hell-Nazar, Greece. He's one of my friends. We get along pretty well. And I like him. Yeah, we get along very well. I've actually gone to see him many times at the White House. Plus, one time I actually had to save him. Wolfman and Hart, Ares, and Wolfman and Hart had captured him for Ares, so I had to save him so he could actually run for president. Why don't you actually think that I was going to jump on and hate him just to hate him? I mean, okay, granted, he's not a flawless man. He's said and done a lot of dumb things, but I'm just not going to hate him just to hate him. Like, it always seems, I think Hillary Clinton's a good woman, and if she would have been put in that position, she would have done it good as well. I'm not one of those man or woman that thinks, oh well, just hates just to hate. I think anyone would have done it. So it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm not one of those men or women that were angry at the point that one side didn't win, so they have to go start shit. Now I'm going to go on Twitter now. I got to Twitter some things. I work with the Friends of the Earth. At least they're, at least they're not radical like Greenpeace. Greenpeace are so radical, they do everything wrong. I'm not going to be with them anymore. I told them I'm not going to get arrested every time they got to protest shit. I told them I wasn't going to be involved with that anymore. Going up on power plant smokestacks, trespassing on oil rigs. I wasn't going to do that. Wasn't going to be getting those radical things. And if that's all they do is radical stuff, then I shouldn't be associated with them. What do I do with the Friends of Earth? I try to stop global war. I try to bring more. I try to stop Earth warming from happening, protect forests, and I also try to, plant new trees. That's what I'm doing right now. See, I'm one of those men and women that believes when you stand up for what you believe in, you better stand up the right way. Don't do evil to stop evil. Because all you're doing is just making the mind bad. You always hear about those radicals, who they just can't do it the right way. See, a normal protester will protest something, but a radical is the type of man or woman that will grab the protest sign and they'll hit someone in the head with it. And then they'll say, well, just saying leave the forest alone isn't good enough. I gotta go and actually break the I gotta hurt the men and women. I have to break the equipment. Oh no, I gotta hit someone with a protest sign. I'm not getting involved in that. Greenpeace does that shit all the time. Oh no, I'm not gonna go climb up on smokestacks and stay up there for 3 days and protest power plants. I'm not gonna go, and trespass on oil rigs since that's not how you do it. I do think the earth needs to be saved, and I do think we need to keep it well. But I think God's been keeping this earth well for centuries, decades, and years. And there's a thing called doing the right way and doing it the wrong way. And Greenpeace, all they do is have radicals that work for them, radicals that volunteer for them. And I don't want to be with that anymore. So that's why I work with Friends of the Earth now. I don't know who this Bobby Silla being free after 15 months. I don't know him. I don't have no idea who he is. Yeah, well, I actually helped Palnaz and Greece fight off the European Italians and the European Germans. Fought off King, Vladimir Matteli and his prime minister of Mussolini, and also the Chancellor of Germany, Adolf Hitler. So they fought all three. It helped the European Hellenes, the European Greeks, fight them off in World War II. I don't even know who you're talking about. Oh, I don't know what to say, Xena says anymore at this point. I really don't. I don't have a dick. I'm a woman. I have a vagina. So I don't know why he would want to ask that. But it is what it is. And soon I'm going to probably have to end this live stream soon. Yeah, well, I'm sadly I was not born with that condition. You know, I was not born with that condition, Xena says. So I got to open up the windows in here. I'm going to have to end my live stream soon. And that's not going to happen. So, Jordan, hi, Godmother. What are you doing? I'm doing a live stream, Jordan. That's what I'm doing. Well, can I be in it? Sure, why not? I already had a Walrus, the Wind Titan, Autolycus, Hercules, Jesus. Who else did I have on it? Angel. Oh, you should have had Matthias the Scorpion King on there. Sad for that burp. No one's seeking to take anything from the window. No, it's not. Not dead at all. No, he's not. Still there. All the Jesus statues are still there. No one seeked it. It just looks that way because we're blocking it. But Jordan said, I'm promiscuous. Why you gotta tell him that stuff for, Jordan? You know you are. They don't need to hear that stuff. Well, Godmother, they do. I'm promiscuous. And I don't really... Jordan, don't tell him that. You know what? We gonna do? I got some show playing jobs. Then go be a show player then. You don't want to come on YouTube live stream and say that stuff, my goddaughter. You understand? I understand, Godmother. Now go. No one's outside the window. Yeah, nobody's outside the window. And why are you saying all kinds of stuff about me, Jordan says? You say all kinds of stuff about me? Jordan, what they were saying about you don't even listen to them. They don't even know what they're saying. At this point, Jordan, they're just saying a bunch of stuff. And none of it makes any sense. Yeah, of course, Godmother. Claiming, oh, there's men and women who are stealing Jesus out the window and all kinds of other dumb things. So at this point, Jordan, they're just saying all kind of dumb stuff. No, he's not. I casted Lucifer into hell and Mephistopheles instead. You know. No, you did not see him. Not at all. Yeah. You want me to tell you the story. Fine, I'll tell you the story. After I killed Mephistopheles, I had to become the queen of hell. But no living being can do that. So Lucifer, who thought he was so high and mighty, who had all the same qualities, all the same skills, hid his inner fiend in a closet, went down, and he committed all the deadly sins. He made all the picks to do all those evil things, so it made him good to be Mephistopheles' successor. And I believe that's what God and Michael wanted Lucifer to do all along. They wanted to see what Lucifer would do. Would he do good or would he do bad? And he chose to do bad. He chose to commit misdeeds that only men and women would do. And that's how I able to put him in hell and cast him into hell in Mephistopheles' stead. Yeah, I fart. I got fart problems all the time. I got fart steads. I always fart. At first, they were just normal farts. I called them my pregnancy farts. But then they started getting worse. Then after I had hernia surgery, they got worse too after that. Now I'm taking these pills, but they don't seem to help. Now it was good to see them back. I thought it was good to see them all back. But me and the Undertaker, we have many things in common. I had him on one time. Yeah, too bad you won't smell them. You won't smell them. I've always been friends with Christopher. Always been, I used to call a cyber friend with him. I never did. I've been friends with him since going back to at least Sailor Moon Tube 1. Sailor Moon Red 1. At least that was how long I go back to. He's been a follower of my channel since then. So, well, it's good to see that you're on here. So sad for that burp, if you heard it. No, I really don't watch I don't really watch those kind of shows. I mean, I'm too busy and iffing to watch a lot of things. But I do watch certain shows. Yep. Yeah, well, Alaska, she basically, her and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they don't get along. You had a bond with Belasca back in the day. You used to keep on saying, "Oh, Belasca, your wrestling skills is not something you're born with." You know, you used to say that all the time. But I gotta think who else I'm gonna have to have on here. Does anybody want to see my car? Oh, yeah, you're remembering that one episode. Either was Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, or it was Impact, Main Event, or Explosion, where there was this one Wonder Woman action figure that we'd gotten from Games Again a long time ago. And then when she got slammed against the ring, she fell apart. Yeah. I think that was 2015 AD, I think 2016 AD. I really don't remember. No, I don't have any of Mickey James's dolls. You know, never had any of them. So, Xena, what do you want, Paulie Dangerously? What do I want? After I'm here to tell you that Brock Lesnar now accepts your challenge and that you will face him next week. I told you I can't wrestle and fight him right now. I'm pregnant. So sometime I will do that. Oh, Xena, that didn't stop you from wrestling and fighting Godzilla at WrestlePalooza back in April. Or was it March? Yeah, it didn't. Guess what, Xena says? If that's the case, I'm going to beat Brock Lesnar for the first time tomorrow on Impact. Heat Wave. It don't matter how many times he beat me, I can beat him once. So you tell him that. I will tell him that, Xena. Why not? Now I'm going to probably end up ending this live stream anyway. Pretty soon. They always want to see the chakram. So, oh yeah, well, you see, Xena, I just wanted to come around on your live stream. Why, Oscar? Since you promised me another chance for the TWF World Heavyweight Championship. Well, why don't you go talk to Chief Executive Officer Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Commissioner Ernest P. Worrell, General Manager Sailor Moon about that? You know? I mean, right now, the Hercules is fighting The Miz. Buffy Summers is fighting Sensuke Nakamura. So I guess you're just going to have to wait. Just so. Well, you see, there she is. There's Asuka. You know, the two-time TWF heavyweight champion, the one-time TWF women's heavyweight champion, one-time WWE NXT women's heavyweight champion. And by the way, all the times I fought Gail Kim, I beat her. Yeah, unless you go on YouTube and you see Gail Kim beats Asuka and Asuka beats Gail Kim. You know? Yeah, well, I had my 2 matches with Emma, and I beat her before she left. You know, actually, no, I think of it. I beat Emma once when she was in NXT, and then I beat her 2 times on Raw. So I beat her about 3 times. You know, she thought she could beat me, and she wasn't. It is what it is at that point. Looks like I gotta go now. Well, I thought I could bring Aries or Calistro on, but that might be for another live stream, obviously. And then I thought, well, here's what we're going to do. Before I end this live stream, I'm going to tell what we're going to probably end up doing, what's going to probably happening next time. Well, the next movie, I'll probably have to have unboxing where I show all the Xena Warrior Princess comics I got from Walmart. And that probably won't be until, I don't know, tomorrow or some other time. Now, if I did a live stream today, chances are that movie probably won't be done till I see Saturday, most likely, since I did a live stream, but I'll probably be done tomorrow. And sometime next week, Michael Cole's supposed to show up with Kurt Angle. And then Kurt Angle becomes the new general manager to TWF. And Michael Cole starts, and then, then it goes Joey Styles, Gene Okerlund, Jim Ross, Burl Monsoon, Jonathan Coachman, Renee Young, and Michael Cole. And he interviews me and Gabrielle in the same style that Nigel did. But that's all that's happening. Want to thank everybody for being on this live stream. But before I go, there's a couple of little things. One more thing I do want to show you before I leave. So hold on. I got something I got to show you. What we got here is Hercules and Xena Battle for Mount Olympus on DVD. And there really isn't anything to it, Xena says. Just Here's me. Here's Hercules. Here's me again. Here's Hercules. Here's Lois and Gabrielle. And this is just what it looks like. Now, I know when I got the VHSs, but those were donated, and you mostly would get these little likenesses of both when in their true form, their true self, and also in the fake movie show self, and the comic books. I didn't get any of that. Well, it is what it is. Well, before I go, let me go check on Walmart, see where the tracking is. With my comics of myself. Right, be here by the end of the day. Hell, they might be here right now, too. I don't know. Well, I want to tell everybody thank you for being on my live stream. I'm Xena Warrior Princess, Xena Papa, Xena Amphipolis, and I'll see you all later.